Hello, everyone. Hi, this is Tripti, and thank you for joining me. Today, I am having a very special guest with me, and he's going to come and share his journey on the online platform. I'm very happy to have him here, Tanvir. And if you watch this as a replay, just leave into the comments if you have any questions during the live. I will get back to you after the live session and try to answer wherever I can. Thank you so much. Hi, Tanvir.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining me today in sharing your experience of the digital platform. And beautiful Sunday today. I'm happy you could take out the time and join me here.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
So, would you like to share something about yourself, introduce yourself, and so everybody can know more about you?
So my name is Tanvir. My wife and I we live in Saskatoon, Canada. We have been living here for past 12 years now. Um, we started this business last year or a year and a half ago, when my wife was pregnant with our first daughter. That's when she was actually kind of um, scared of that thought that she will have to leave her daughter at home after her maternity leave and then go to work, and that thought kind of always scared her. So that's when she was looking around for something to do from home,
Sure.
and that's when she actually found this business. Someone's ad popped up on her Facebook newsfeed, and she talked to me about it. And like everyone else, I was kind of skeptical at the beginning. I was like, I don't know about this online stuff nowadays. But then she said, well, why don't you just register and watch the webinar and see what this is all about. And I actually watched the webinar, and then I did a little bit of research. I talked to few people, and then I was like, okay, let's give it a try and see, because there were so many people in that webinar that they shared their own experiences, and I was thinking that maybe that cannot be, all false or anything like that. So I did join eventually, and then that's when I actually was 100% sure that this is something that 100% legit and genuine. So, and since then, I didn't have any doubt uh,
Yeah.
on this business.
Yeah, I think there is so many online, so many stuff out there. So it's hard for
Yeah,
us to
yeah,
really know what to believe. But when I started doing these interviews, like you are joining me today, and when I'm connecting with all the people in the community, I hear one on one, and I hear their inspiring stories. We all are from different backgrounds. I really feel that one thing is one thing which connects all of us is that we all know that it's so important for us to look ahead in our lives too, to have a plan. And we know that there are options online, but we don't know where to start. Where
exactly, exactly. Yeah. There were
so
so many people I know. Like, I was even talking to someone the other day, and he was actually thinking to start his own business right from the scratch.
Yes.
And he came to my ad, and he that's when he contacted me, and he's like, I'm actually thinking of starting my own business with own everything my own. And I said, how much that is going to cost you, and even after that, you're not sure if this is going to be successful or not. But here we have everything ready already, and we have uh, it's proven already.
Yes.
So and this is the best thing about this business is, or one of the best things is, it's all ready for us. All we have to do is basically run it. So
Yeah, so what is your let's talk about your professional background and your work. So then everybody gets to know like how different what it is from what you are doing right now, and
Mhm.
things like
Well,
that.
I have been working in hotel industry for last over 15 years now. My educational background is hotel management. I did my hotel management degree from Switzerland, and then I have been working in so many different countries and so many different hotels and restaurants for last 13 years, I think. Um, so even right now in Saskatoon, I've been working in downtown hotel Sheraton for last few years. Before that, I worked in a restaurant. So basically, my whole life in service industry. Um,
Hmm.
and working in service industry, I mean, you work in there.
Yes.
So you know
uh,
how it works. You just work your butt off to make someone else money. Um,
yes.
you get minimum wage or maybe like $1 or two more than minimum wage, and you work 8-10 hours, long nights sometimes. Like I used to come home at 2-3 in the morning, because I'm the banquet supervisor. So all the banquets, all the weddings and all those, after they're all done, by the time I get home, it's 2:30, 3 o'clock. And now I actually moved from full time to part time. And at this moment, currently, I'm not even working because our banquet department is all shut down.
Hmm.
For last 3 months, I haven't been working at all. But I'm so glad that I have had this business. Otherwise, it would have been a disaster for me because I have mortgage to pay and all the bills and everything. But thankfully, I have this business and I'm making, in this pandemic, I'm still making 2 or 3 times more than I would make in my salary every month. So I am actually thinking, well, not thinking, I actually decided I'm not going back to work. If they call me again, I'm going to quit, and I'm actually concentrating 100% to my business right now. Yeah.
No, wow, that is wonderful. Because I can really relate with you on what you said about the hospitality work. Because we have to work when everybody else is celebrating, or when everybody else is partying, I would
Having
say.
fun. Yeah.
Yes. So, which I mean, there are professions which you have to do that, but in hospitality industry, I think the hard part is that you're not paid the same. Like if you are
Mhm.
in a profession where you are working, odd times, there are always additional pays, and there is you are compensated for that. But of course, definitely not in the hospitality industry. So, it's always like, yeah, I would say that, that's why this is such a blessing. And when I myself, when I wanted to get back to work, like with my small kids, I have two kids. So I was like, okay, how am I going to juggle my shifts and my hotel shifts while taking care of them? So that's where this business helped me. And, I can do this as well as take care of them. So which was
That's good. Yeah.
really nice. So it's really nice to hear that you are want to concentrate on this full time. So how much time do you think that somebody needs to put in? Because you said initially when you started with the business, of course you were doing it just a few. You already had a job at hand, and you definitely were not giving enough time. So how do you picture it to somebody who wants to start with this? How much time do they need at hands with them?
Well, in the beginning, it's not very hard to have a full time job and have this one on the side. Like I have done it for over a year now, that I work full time and I still have this business because the the best part about one of the best part about this business is like you do it on your phone. You don't
Yeah.
even need laptop sometimes. All you need is your cell phone and your internet connection.
Yeah.
And so what I was doing is like I had my full-time job, I worked there, and on my breaks I could still check on my business, answer some emails, some inquiries and stuff. And then when I come home at night or before I go to work in the morning, I would give another hour or half an hour. It just like there's no certain like fixed time. It's like 10 hours, 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there kind of thing. So that's how I was doing. in the beginning. I would say for the newcomers, you just have to give like 2 to 3 hours a day, throughout the day, not at once. So 2 to 3 hours a day throughout the day is perfect. So we all have that much time. I know that we all spend so much time on scrolling on Facebook anyway.
Yes.
So so that's basically what you need in the beginning. Now I'm in a little higher position in my business, so I have to put more time. And since I'm making more money, I'm making more than my salary right now, so there's no point for me to go to work 8 hours a day. And people who live in Canada, we know how cold it gets in the winter time. I don't
Yeah.
want to go to work, 8 hours a shift on -40 anymore.
Yeah, like if you have a choice which is so much rewarding, it's something always so wonderful to have something of your own, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
So rather
Like
than
I said that I worked in a restaurant. I worked in a place where there's one owner, and I worked for him for 4 years. It was him managing, like doing the accounting stuff, and I was the manager, and I did basically everything: hiring, firing, training, everything. I was basically running his business, right? And end of the month, I get my salary no matter what. I put 10 hours or 15 hours a day. I get the same amount, right? When it gets busy, we are all running our butt off. I come home after 15 hours shift, but end of the month I get what I get.
yes,
I'm actually working hard to make someone else rich, and that thought, it really bothers me sometimes. And that's why I want to put all the times that I have to my own business. And I always wanted to start a business, but I didn't know. Like, I even talked to, since my background is hotel management, I talked to Tim Hortons. I talked to a couple of other small coffee shops, but you need huge investment,
yes,
the startup cost, and I don't have that startup cost. And so I wanted to do the business, but I didn't have the money. But with this business, I don't even have to go to work. I don't even have to open my coffee shop from morning till night. I can do it from home with this cell phone, and it's not even that costly, right?
yeah,
And end of the month you actually gonna make more than what you have like profit from your coffee shop. I have, like I said, I've worked with that guy in the restaurant. I know how much he puts in, how much time. He has no days off. He works every day. He doesn't even go for a week vacation because he's worried. In a restaurant business, you'd know, if the owner is not there, the people will always, give free stuff, get free food and all those. So he was there all the time to check on all those stuff. So he had
yeah.
like basically no life. And I can,
I
with this business, we can just take our phone, and then our business is
go
with,
anywhere.
yeah.
Yeah, I completely relate with you on this. I have a very business background, my family, so I
Hmm.
can really vouch on what you're saying in terms of you know having a business which is location business. It's always binds you to it. And the digital business I love is very portable. Anything, I think you have to, it takes time for you to grow and reach a level, and you need to put in the hard work. But when you can get the returns yourself, and if it's as you said earlier, we don't have to invent the wheel here. We are provided with a system which is working, for
Exactly.
45,000 plus people, and which is wonderful. So I think my next question, which I was actually going to ask you, you spoke a little bit about how a digital business and because we both are from hospitality background, how a restaurant business are so different, and why this digital business is so attractive, because of its portability. And the one point which you spoke about, a restaurant business needs a lot very big investment, you know so
Hmm.
do you want to add anything to that, or I think we spoke kind of about it?
Yeah, I think we spoke about it. Like I said, that is, there's so many things on this digital business. It's like the convenience, the freedom, the time freedom, because especially in people like us who come to in a better country to have a better life and stuff. then what happens is like we end up working, both husbands and wives are working. Husband come home and then wife goes to work, and then or sometimes they're both at work. The whole purpose here, to have a better life, is for our kids. And then what happens is like, even I have noticed some of my people that I know here in my city, they're both working almost like 10, 15 hours a day. They don't even know what their kids are eating, who they're hanging out with, who, about their education, about their study. So for me is like, what is the purpose of doing all this? Why am I
Yeah.
running 10, 15 hours a day, and then I don't even spend time with my kids? I don't even know what my kids are doing, and I'm not raising the way I want them to be raised. So this is also like the really great thing about this business is I get to spend time with my kid, um, while she'll be growing up. I will go to every events that she will go. If I was working full time, I wouldn't be able to go there, right? And
Yeah.
most importantly, this business you can actually transfer to their names when you're old, or even like after you die, they can run this business. You can inherit this business to your kids,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah. How wonderful is that? You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
So let's hear some. What is your favorite part of the business? What is the favorite thing? What do you think? If you
My
have to pick
favorite
up
thing,
one.
like, so many few quite a few things that are really good about this business. Like I said, the time freedom, spending time with your family, and of course the money. It's really really good. We have people that they change their whole life in a year or in 2 years, but most importantly, I think, like I always say this, is the people. We get to know new people. Like even last week, I didn't even know like month ago, but we know each other from this business, and now we are talking, right?
Yes.
And there's so many people that, like now, if I go to Vancouver or Toronto or even United States, New Zealand, Australia, I'll have at least 5 people that I know there. And then it's just amazing. I haven't met any of my own business partners yet, but we're all working together. We know about our families, our problems, our issues. The way we get close to each other, it's amazing in this business, because here we don't compete. we
Yeah.
don't we don't have any competition between you and me. Like, we are doing the same business, but we are actually helping each other here today. So this is what I really really like about this business.
Yes, I think I've made more friends, in the past 1 year. Then I would say that always been very active socially. I love to
Mhm.
connect with people. I mean, hospitality business
Yeah.
teaches you that, you have that thing. And I always loved that about my work. But this one, especially global, and it's really wonderful, to connect with so many people with different backgrounds and cultures and languages. And yeah, as you said.
Mm.
So I think, yeah. So what are your words of encouragement? Because a lot of people, are skeptical. As you said initially, you were skeptical because when, especially in our Asian culture, when we think about something online, we think twice. I think
Mhm.
it's something which I think there are times when some words are given a taboo. Like you say, okay, online means it's not good. So, what do you want to suggest to people who want to check this out? Any words of encouragement from you, Tanvir?
Well, this is what I always say, is when someone is skeptical and someone is thinking about, oh, I'm not sure what, you know it's absolutely fine. It's normal to think that way. But what do you do after that is important. So if you're skeptical and if you say, oh, I'm not sure, and then you stop right there, or we have, like, we are living in internet era right now. We have so many resources, right? If you think something that you want to give it a try, there's so many ways to research it. So what I would say is just do your research, find out exactly what you want to do, or who is doing what, and it's easy to come to the conclusion if it's real or if it's legit or not. Like for us, this is what we always say, that if it wasn't real business or anything, I wouldn't put my face right in front of I don't know how many people is watching right now or how many people will watch it later,
Yeah.
like this, if I wasn't real or if I was doing something fishy.
Yeah.
Same thing with you. You have family, you have kids. You wouldn't put yourself out there on the internet. Secondly, we pay taxes from our income from this business.
Yeah.
And in any country, if you go and you pay taxes for your income, that means that is 100% legit. In Canada, we get T4, and from the business, and when you get T4, that means you're paying taxes from the business and from your income, and that cannot be done with any illegal stuff or anything that is not legit. So these are the few things to think about, and then you do, like I said, you register, and then it's free. It's absolutely free to register, and then you watch that 90 minutes video. It's live, so you can even ask questions to people, and then you get the whole idea about this business, what exactly and how exactly we do it, and then you take your wise decision, and you
Yeah.
do rush. And then if you still think this is not for you, which is absolutely fine, because not everyone is becoming a footballer or cricketer or actor. It's not for everyone. There's a certain thing. So if it's not for you, it's fine. You just go on your way, and then we go our way, right?
Yeah.
But if you're interested, do your research and then find out exactly what we do.
Definitely. So yeah, they can reach out to Tanvir. You can reach out to him, message him, or just comment below. Send us a message, and if you would like to share your website, you can register on your website. My website is scrolling down here, www.tripsdreamlife.com. Or Tanvir, what is your website so they can register and check the workshop?
It's fine. I'll just put my website on my
Yeah,
thing. Just register to
yeah,
Tripsy's website, and then find out what we do exactly, and then you can go from there. There's no pressure. There's no money
yeah.
involved. There's nothing to lose. So all you have to lose is 90 minutes to watch that video, and who knows, that 90 minutes might change your life. So you wouldn't know until you actually do it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think this is the best way to go because you're looking at live people and then you can ask your questions right there from our leaders in the community who
Hmm.
actually do these sessions. And I think that is the best way for people to have. You can watch those sessions as replay as well. So take your time doing that. And I think, do you have anything else to add on or share before we end here, Tanvi?
Well, like I said, that this is online world, and it is scary sometimes. So you should do your research and watch for everything and be careful. But if you're really thinking of, supplement your income and do something that will benefit you in the long run, then this is definitely worth checking out. Register to our website and come and watch our webinar, and then you decide for yourself.
Thank you so much, Tanvi. Thank you for joining me.
No
And
problem.
it was really wonderful chatting with you today. Another hospitality professional here, you
Yeah.
know.
No, thank
So,
you for inviting me.
yeah, my pleasure. Thanks. Okay, bye bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.